Okay. Hey, you guys. How are you? I'm here. I'm alive. Are you guys alive? Look at all you. I feel like it's been forever. Hi, Marie, Julie, Beth. Hi, Rick and Connie, Annie, Gloria, Candy. So good to see you. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Julie Hansen. Yes, we're all here. We are here. Yeah, I didn't feel like it would have been fair if I had scheduled a live and wasn't going to be able to make it, because I almost went last night. I could feel it. I was so close, but then we got home and I just hit a wall because the night before I couldn't sleep at all. The sun had been up for a while and I still hadn't fallen asleep. And then I only got 3 hours of sleep. And so that's why I didn't come on last night. I thought I was going to be able to make it. And then the new moon Virgo energy, I'm like, you know what? These double full moons really kind of kicked my butt. I just need to pace myself. Ooh, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I forgot. I had to hand something off earlier that I forgot to do. Hi, group. Yes, I'm here. Yeah, so, that double full moon Aquarius from July, that whole season started July 22nd, and it went right up until our new moon yesterday, late last night. It was difficult energy for me personally. I want to talk about this with you guys because I think this is kind of a preview to our eclipses that are coming up here next year, especially fixed signs, you guys. Oh boy. And we have Venus retrograde then at the new year in Capricorn season. So we are still pacing ourselves. We're still dealing with a lot of stuff that has happened. The good thing, though, I don't know if you guys can feel this or not. Our new moon was last night, probably close to 9 p.m. Eastern, maybe. But you could kind of feel the air clearing out, things really settling down as that new moon got closer and closer. And then all of a sudden, doesn't the energy feel totally different? Much sweeter and kinder and ready to get some stuff done. You just really it doesn't feel like you were at the mercy of this energy. It's like it wouldn't turn off. I wanted to hit an off switch to turn it off. Because it was just so much. It was so much. Let me check and see how you guys are doing. Oh, hi, Shivani. Clarence is here. Hi, Anne. Hi, you guys. Hi, Marby. Okay. Yeah, and so for those of you who have been with me for a while, this double full moon, boy, did the energies change and switch on so many levels. Way back, January 2020, we had that Saturn-Pluto conjunction. It was January 12th. And at the time, I woke up and I don't know if I went live. I'm sure I did. But the energies, I remember saying at the time, you guys, something is really, really different. Like my brain felt like it was totally rewired differently, because prior to that, the way I'm set up is I deal with a lot of air energy. That was a great reset button that brought in a lot of earth energy. And I have a Saturn that is an earthy Taurus. So back then, I felt totally changed up. And right now, I could feel it all last week. Right now, again, my whole system, my electrical system is totally different. And not only like with my brain, but I feel it down my spine. I feel it going into my body. I definitely feel lighter. I feel young, like my body feels young, like some younger, like some, there was something anti-aging about those double full moons. But also, I would like for you guys, when you get a chance, to just kind of recap what your 2009 was like for you. That was a very, very difficult year. Back in 2009, 2009 is when Jupiter was last in Aquarius. So we know Jupiter goes in 12-year cycles. So there were also eclipses in Leo and Aquarius at that time. And the North Node was in Aquarius. The South Node was in Leo, which rules the heart. I don't know if you guys remember Brittany Murphy. She was an actress, like a young actress. She appeared in, I can't even remember that movie. Not Legally Blonde. It was one of those movies like with high schoolers, and it's about high school. Totally adorable. Brittany Murphy. She's also a Scorpio. And it freaked me out. I was very sad because she passed away in 2009. I think she was like in her 30s maybe. I mean, she died so young. And when I looked at her chart, it's like I could see it all over the place with Aquarius there and then the nodes in Leo. There was something that happened with her heart. The South Node in Leo is a full moon. It's the climax. It's what we're releasing. So it was like she was releasing her heart. I think she had some sort of medication that did something to her heart. There were several deaths around this time. It freaked me out because in 2009, for me in November, I spent Thanksgiving in the hospital that year with a severe kidney infection. And that was during Scorpio season. In February of that year, I had my snowmobile accident. That was in Aquarius season. When I say I shouldn't be alive, these were the like two big things where I'm like, I should not be here. I should not be alive. And I think she died around the time I was in the hospital. These were very hard energies. So what happened? We are back. Jupiter is here in Aquarius, revisiting everything from 12 years ago. And for me, last week, I felt like everything from my, like I had stuff come up from my accident. I'm like, my body kind of felt weird. Like I got this weird pain. I'm okay, you guys, I'm totally okay. But I got this weird pain that reminded me of my kidney infection. And I was thinking about how full moons, they're the climax, they're manifestation. And all this stuff that we're going through, I really feel like all the junk that was in my body then, etherically, energetically, kind of just threw up in my energy field. Because you guys, something is really, like energetically, I feel like I'm 50 pounds lighter or something. Like I gave birth. Yeah, because I gained a ton of weight with my kids. This is how light I feel. I feel like I like that's the stuff I got rid of. It's really weird. And I just couldn't wait until this new Moon Virgo, because hubby has a moon in Scorpio with Aquarius that rules your fourth house of home. He had so much crap he had to fix. It was like so many mechanical things were going wrong. It just kind of sucked. But now we're in this new magical energy. This new moon is magical. I really feel like this double full moon just let everything out, and now it's like pushed it away, and it's like, okay, we've got work to do, and we do have work to do. We'll get to those at the end of this here, because I do want to do new moon contracts. I wanted to wait also until the moon was in Libra, so that we could just work with the fancy, happy Venus and joys and comfort and luxury and friendship and money. So this double full moon, I had written a lot on my device while we were driving back, because we got to talk about this. How are you guys doing? Hi, Sharon Sipe. Hi, Marby. Mother Earth Tarot. Okay. Yes, I made it. Hi, Connie. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Apple. Clueless. Thank you. That was the movie. Clueless. She was in Clueless. She was in some other movies, right? But she totally adorable. And she got sick. She was really close with her mom, and then I don't know if it was her mom that died or her husband. I think her husband. I think somebody died, because after she died, the husband and the mom were so devastated. They were sharing the house together. And then I think one of those two passed away as well, related. It was horrible. It was horrible. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on. And yes, I think that double full moon was an eclipse preview, you guys. And I have something super... Did anybody have something super magical? Something super magical manifest maybe in the past 5 days or so, like a magical healing or a magical revelation or insight? Because I had the cream of the crop. Amazing. I was gonna wait for it at the end, but I just need to share this with you, because it was so insightful for me, but it was super healing. And I think you'll like this story, but you might cry. I might cry. I was ugly crying a lot Thursday night. So anyway, one of the promises for enduring these double full moons, as we are coming into this very wonderful new moon energy as of Sunday, that there could be a wonderful little magical gift for someone as we got to the end of this horrible 4 to 6 week period. For me, as a Scorpio with planets in Scorpio and Taurus, and then I have Aquarius and Leo intercepted in some houses. This was absolutely exhausting for me, because my sun is 12 degrees Scorpio, and it's enclosed. It's been kind of intercepted in the 11th, but we've had Uranus at 14 Taurus, and Saturn was at 8 Aquarius. 8 Aquarius is the exact Sun-Saturn midpoint in my chart. The Sun-Saturn, you're talking about vitality and life force, and then you're talking about separation from vitality, life force. This is a very sensitive point. It's in everybody's charts, but this, a lot of times, you'll see in death, illnesses, accidents. I mean, this is a very tough midpoint. So this was activating all that, and my sun was right in the middle of it. It was so draining, and I was trying to pace myself, because my natal Saturn is for Taurus. So it just really felt like the screws were put. I just had to pace myself, which is kind of what we are going to all have to do as fall hits and we get to Scorpio season, because I don't think I like this eclipse in November. I haven't seen the chart, but holy crap, it kind of is related to all this. But so somebody's cussing. Who's cussing? It's okay. It's okay. You're just releasing energy. They say that people who swear tend to be more honest. I could see that. So this is something I want to share with you guys. This is the chart. This is the chart. I'm trying to cover up stuff so you can't see the things. But this was my magical healing. And the other reason why I'm sharing it with you guys is because I think the birth charts of those who have passed on are still active in our lives. I got that clear as day. So this is my snowmobiling accident. It was such a beautiful, clear, cold February night at midnight. The sky was so clear, it was so crisp. We were snowmobiling. We left a restaurant. We were going to head back to the cabin. We decided to take the trails on the lake because it was faster than taking the trails through the forest, even though it would be colder. And there was a fresh, powdery snow, maybe about an inch of snow that blanketed everything. And the moon, there was light. There was light out there. I want to say that was the moon, but the moon is down here, I think. Oh, it had just risen over the eastern horizon. That's why. So everything was kind of like that sparkly, shimmery snow. It was so pretty, but I was riding with my son. He was like, I think 7 years old at the time. He was riding in front of me. You know, so I had my arms, he was in front of me on the same sled. And we weren't going fast. I think we were going only about 25 to 30. But then I saw my husband go into the forest because it was really, really cold. So I let off the gas and we just kind of coasted. And I just took this really big wide turn to go meet him. But here's the thing. The trails, there are snowmobiling trails on lakes and they have packed snow. You want to stay on the packed snow and the trails. But we just had an inch of powdery snow, so everything was covered. So when I let off the gas and I coasted, going like this, probably about 20, all of a sudden, my track hits the trail, and it grabs the sled, and it tosses my son and I, and his body was like a catapult, like a javelin that came straight into my head. Like it broke my helmet. I was knocked out. We got tossed, I don't know, like maybe 15 feet or so, and he fell on top of me, so I took the brunt of him. And I remember kind of having a little bit of tunnel vision where like, not seeing a light, but it was dim enough, but I could see that there was something, and then all of a sudden I was like whoosh in my body, and I was in so much pain. My neck felt like instant fire. My head hurt, everything hurt. And we are in the remote woods. There's not emergency people. You can't really at the time, you couldn't really get a signal on your phone out on the lakes. So what happened, my husband came back and he saw what was happening, and I had to get back on the sled and ride back to the cabin. It was so hard. It was one of the hardest things I've had to do, being in so much pain and broken and stunned, and then trying to drive a sled with my son back to the cabin. And I remember I got back, I had such a horrible concussion. It took me a really long time to heal from that. And then when I saw this chart, back then I knew it was bad. But then I looked at this last week and I started to cry because I'm like, I should not be alive. Because here, like I said, here's the ascendant, what gives life to the chart. the eastern horizon, the western horizon. What the chart is based in, the gravitational pull down here, and what's crowning in the skies. So this chart is ruled by Mars. We have the moon in Scorpio. 8 degrees Scorpio. This is my Sun-Saturn midpoint. Remember, I just said that's very prominent in death charts or accidents. We have, in this area of secrets, hidden enemies, hidden things. I couldn't see the trail. I'm riding on a snowmobile, this area, the third house. I call this communications, but it has to do with short distance travel. It has to do with machines, mechanical things, things that move. Look at all these planets down here. This moon is 8 degrees Scorpio, an exact square to Mars, 8 Aquarius, conjunct the North Node, eclipse energy. And right there is Jupiter at 9 degrees. Mercury's at 0 degrees Aquarius. This is all happening. We've got Chiron, we've got Neptune, we've got the sun. All these things in Aquarius for our ride, trying to go back home. Fourth house of home. And up here in the skies above, crowning, is Saturn. Restrictions, separation, being cut apart from something in Virgo. And just wow. So I have often thought I should not be alive from this accident. Oh, and the other thing, the Arabic part of decapitation, like cutting off someone's head, that was either the moon or it was an 8-degree mark. So we have the part of decapitation, cutting off someone's head here. And my neck was sprained way up high inside my neck, where where your skull connects to your spine. Like those ligaments, those were sprained. My shoulder, it was awful. So I'm like, why? I shouldn't be alive. So I'm looking at this some more. And then I'm like, I need to look at my mom's chart. So I was like putting it together. And here we go. The top of the chart, 3 degrees Virgo. It's my mom's sun. I'm going to cry again. My mom's sun was right over here in the 9th house. This is your faith. These are your angels. You have angels here. You can have angel energy over here. My mom, she passed in 1998 from breast cancer. She was right there. Oh my gosh, I'm going to cry. My moon, I need a pen. My moon is 8 degrees, can you see this? Virgo. At the time of my accident, asteroid Magdalena was 8 degrees Virgo. She's the divine feminine, you guys. She represents the divine feminine. She was with my moon. My mom was right there. And then over here at 9 degrees Virgo is the asteroids Ceres. She's one of the feminine, she's like the mom. She's the one that nurtures you, heals you, she feeds you. I know this is why I'm alive. Down here at the bottom of the chart was 3 degrees Pisces. Boy, this one was tough to look at. This is my mom's dark moon Lilith, her deepest pain. So it's like she can see, and how painful is that for her? Her south node was conjunct the moon in her chart, letting go of the sun, Saturn, the separation, letting go of that separation. Here on Earth, her daughter. Here, at the very bottom here at 12 degrees Pisces, which is an exact trine to my sun, is her asteroid, Barbara. She's right there. She is conjunct my daughter's sun and the asteroid Manwi. I think this is, nope, I'm thinking of a different one. But my future daughter, nope, my daughter was born then. Silly me, she was riding with my husband. But down here, and this is near the part of fortune, the good luck. Looking back at this, because I was always sad, because when you get hurt, you want your mom. And I remember being like, does she know that I got hurt? I really would love it if she knew. But when I saw all this, I could feel that she was there. I could feel her energy. Then I could decipher what Magdalena was and what Ceres was, and that I wasn't alone. I swear to God, that kept me alive. What's over here? Oh, my mom's part of, okay. Her Venus, this house, this 8th house cusp of life and death, to hope and optimism in your angels, your faith. That little line is balanced by my mom's part of fortune and her Venus, her love, her assets, and her luck between the sun and the moon, balancing the faith and the life and death and transformation. It's kind of, I am so convinced that those who have passed on, their charts are still working with us. I just blew me away that this could be a possibility. So anyway, okay, so I shared that with you. How are you guys doing? Oh no, Acapulco? There was an earthquake. Oh geez. Oh, Joni, thank you so much. Hi, Connie. Aw. Oh, my son, he was okay. His elbow hurt. Because when he fell, his elbow hit the ice. But that was the only thing. He just needed some ice, maybe some arnica. Because again, I was like the big pillow he landed on. Paisley also did family asteroids and was blown away just where they fell natal. I know, it is so crazy. And if you look at your names and their names in your chart, in other people's charts, I just can't handle it. I'm like, why? Who's been holding out on asteroids? Why are people foo-fooing asteroids? They're so amazing. Thank you, Pam. Yes, Lonnie. You've wanted your mom for years. She's there. She is absolutely there in your natal chart, in the major events of your life, because I then went back to look at some, like when my kids were born, when I got married. She was there, and I could go to specific moments and memories from those days. And I was like, oh, that's what that was. And they were just fleeting things, but they were just those small things that make you smile from the inside out. Like where you're kind of like, yeah, everything's okay. Everything's cool. This is fine. It's kind of amazing. Yeah. So thanks, you guys. Okay. So that's my story. So we were supposed to have, during all this crap with the double moon, full moon, and all this stuff that was churning up and turning over, there were miracles and rewards to be had, and that was mine. And it's just like, I want to frame this this horoscope, because I feel her and her essence and my journey since then is so purposeful. and so guarded, even though, hello, part of decapitation is kind of scary. Yeah, kind of, a little bit, yeah. Okay. Oh, Pammy, I'm so sorry. I know, yeah, September 14th. It's hard. Okay. Okay, so moving on. I just kind of want you guys to think about this double full moon, because I think this is the eclipse energy that we're heading into in November. So, July 22nd, we had that full moon eclipse at 1 degrees Aquarius. Then at the Lion's Gate, Leo 16 was the new moon. August 22nd, this butt kicker, Aquarius 29. So even though this was August 22nd, this lunation, the new moon energies dictate where we're going until the new moon is handed off to the next sign, which was Virgo, which I just felt like I was crawling to get there. So that's why this basically it lasted from July 22nd until September 6th, yesterday. The thing to keep in mind with Aquarius, there's like 3 facets to Aquarius. We all know it as a humanitarian for the greater good, but it's also the rebel, it's the visionary, and it's the innovator. Okay? So we were dealing with this stuff on steroids. I mean, is there any bigger symbol you could get with the greatest humanitarian effort in history with the evacuation from Kabul? 123,000 plus evacuated. There's humanitarian for you. I just was making this list of the rebel. Let me get this list. Okay. So let me just couch this in saying there were 2 parts to this. I know we had a double full moon. Full moons are climax, revelation. But when we got to this new moon, we were dealing with the climax, fulfillment, revelation at this full moon in Aquarius from the last new moon in 2020. Okay, that's kind of how it closed up this entire Leo solar cycle. So this first one was a bit kinder because 1 degrees Aquarius, what harm can we do? And then the Lion's Gate. This is the new world where we've come to since that last solar cycle. Okay? So that ended that solar cycle. This is the start of this new solar cycle. And based on all the crap we've been through, election, January 6th, yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? And so building from there, intentions and a lot were already in place because we were dealing with the old POTUS, because he was POTUS, the former guy, back at that solar cycle. New POTUS has the reins here, which is totally different from that, leading to this full moon. So it's like these full moons are like bookending our 2 different leaders. And the energies are totally, vastly different. Moreover, this full moon, we have a full moon, then we go to a new moon. The energies ebb, flow, by the light of the sun and what's being revealed. Actually, it's the luminary of the moon. It's full, we don't see it, and then it climaxes. But energetically, that full moon to a double full moon, it's like it keeps the door open, the window wide open, because it's like we've got our foot on the gas. Climax, the throttle's wide open, even though we're going through this with the sun. And it was so draining. It was very difficult. This was very difficult on the body as well, because full moons pull on the fluids of the body. They pull on the fluids and the waters in hurricanes and stuff like that, and floods. So we have these cross currents from that administration to this administration, what we're supposed to let go and what we're moving towards. And these cross currents were just crazy. But what was highlighted during this time with Aquarius, we've got the rebel. How much during this time did we have to hear about the ongoing masking, anti-mask, rogue GOP governors? And then we've got MTG and Gates and Antifa and P-Boys. They're revealing the climax of the former guy. They don't want to let go. We've got change agents. We've got disruptors. So that is a level 10. Also, level 10, we've got our visionaries and our innovators. The innovators, the vaccine. Should I get the vaccine? We are science. We're trying to innovate and do things and how to deal with our economy, with infrastructure. I mean, if we just really got to listen to President Biden and talk about his innovative ideas, because he's got a ton, and this administration, this cabinet is so talented. It's amazing how they pull their resources and create solutions. But, we don't really ever get to hear about that stuff. Innovative, talking about our whole of government approach. It's futuristic. It's idealistic. It's how it's diversifying our new modern world. So there's just all these clashes happening over and over. The other thing with the humanitarian efforts, things for the greater good, we had not only that evacuation, but we had a lot of Olympic coverage. And the Paralympics. And Simone Biles. I can play. No, I can't. Power to the people. We had reparations. A bigger, better world for all. So this is what clashed. And these are the things that is the preview for our November and December eclipses. I think this is like December 5th, November. I don't even know what the day is. I hate it already. The North Node is going to be 27 degrees Taurus. So, like after post 9/11, a year and a half or so into it, we've gone through war stuff. It went in 2003. So like mid 2005 and 2005 is when the nodes changed to Taurus. So we're going to be revisiting things again from the war and what we were doing and building and creating out there in Afghanistan. This is going to keep going, you guys. Speaking of Afghanistan, this is amazing. I only read one chapter and I said, that's enough. And wow. And, well, I'll just tell you the one thing. It was only on the 9th, I'm in chapter 9, talking about one of the attacks we had with a bomber at a checkpoint and how a contractor from Lockheed Martin was killed. I was like, oh, Lockheed Martin. I wonder what they're doing and how they feel about pulling out of Afghanistan. Because I'm telling you, those guys are freaking out. I'm just blown away by the fact that we now have senators who went to Ukraine to meet with Zelensky after he just visited our nation to meet with Biden. It's like, what are you doing there? You have no reason to be there. But, Putin, Xi, and even the Taliban and Pakistan all know why they were there. And that's just from the Terrascope that I had been doing. Okay, how are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Yeah, there are so many people who are welcoming the Afghan families. Hi, Jay Soto. Oh, yes, please. Thank you, Carol. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Okay. So, again, I'm just going to ask you in your own time. Think about 12 years ago, 2009, with this transit with Jupiter and Aquarius, because it's going to be here, I think, until December or January, or maybe it just goes direct. It's still here for a while, and it's going to hit these eclipses. I don't want to get my butt kicked again. I've had enough butt kicking. Ooh, black water. Okay. Ooh, I have nothing here. Okay, so. We have, not that. Oh my God, you guys, something is going on with Don Julio. Just looking at these asteroids really quickly. We've got, something being revealed. Ravel is at 29 degrees Leo. That is Donald's ascendant. There is, and then there's something with, okay, I need a new one of those. And records, getting more records in, because that's at 17 degrees Leo. That was the moon at the Saturn Pluto. There are, it's November 19th and December 4th. These are the eclipses. This one is conjunct USA ascendant. We got to get prepared for that. Oh, okay. So this, I have no idea what this is. Aaron. It is at 18 Virgo. I stumbled on this. I have no idea how I stumbled on this asteroid because nobody's written a thing about it. But on the day of the Trump org indictments, that Aaron was conjunct Donald's Mars at 26 Leo. So I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to pay attention to this asteroid because it's going to do something. I don't know what it's going to do. But at this new moon, this asteroid was conjunct the Rubicon. It crossed the Rubicon. So Donald is crossing a Rubicon, you guys. Something being revealed with him. And records. Oh my gosh. And the other thing, okay, so if you guys are listening to that, the podcast, The World Beneath by Lincoln's Bible, it's amazing. She gives us the history about the mob in the United States, how it came to be, how we busted them, what happened in World War II. She talks about Elizabeth Friedman, you guys. Do not ever forget her name. I am looking for a picture of her because I am going to print her and put her in a frame because she was a code breaker. She cryptanalyst. She's the one, and her husband, but she basically taught the husband, but William loved her so much, but he took the credit because that's just kind of the way it was at the time. They deciphered all. There were maybe 4 people in the U.S. who could do this, and 2 of them were Elizabeth and William. They deciphered the codes related to World War II and those U-boats and many more other, and they're the ones that took down the mob because of the rum runners and importing all of that alcohol. Elizabeth Friedman is the genius behind that. In her chart, these 2 asteroids, Ping Tang and Ping Tung. I was looking for something that had to do with ping, intelligence picking up on codes or messages. Ping Tang, Ping Tung. In her chart, these are exactly opposite one another. Maybe an Aries Libra. I know one of them is an air sign. But this points to, it might be Gemini Sag. It points to, this is decoding. These are messages being sent back and forth where you're trying to intercept messages, at least for me. You guys, something's going to happen because I've been watching this. At this new moon, Ping Tang is 26 Gemini 13. Ping Tang is 27 degrees Sag 49. There's something going on with intercepts and getting like, they're almost exactly opposite, I bet, this week. What's going to happen? Let's grab some cards. Let's look at Ping Tang and Ping Tang. What is getting intercepted? Wahahaha. What is getting intercepted? Ping Tang, Ping Tang. Yeah, you guys, my brain and everything is totally different now. I feel like my brain is solid, but like the energy field around it is still just whirring. Like, you know how something like a spin top, it keeps going until it runs out of energy. I feel like whatever is going around my brain because of these double full moons with Aquarius, I can still feel this just going around and just waiting to settle. These were whopper full moons. How are you guys doing? Oh my gosh, prayers to the women protesting in Afghanistan. You got it. So inspiring. They're not putting up with BS anymore. This Tally B, they've got more problems than they expected. Hi all. The companies are losing money. Connie Brown, 1892 to 1980. Is that Elizabeth Friedman? Yes. Oh, Holly Coleman is here. She's taking her classes. Okay. Ping Tang. I want to know, what is this stretching out? What is the most important thing that's happening with Ping Tang? Ping Tang is covered in. Ping Tang. See, I think Ping Tang is the thing being intercepted. The Ping Tang is the one that's going, nope. This is a primary, this is a second. It could go either way. I thought I had it figured out once, but anyway. Ping Tang, Ping Tang. What's going up with you guys? Something's happening. These are going in total opposition. Oh, man. The Gemini new moon eclipse was 27 degrees Gemini. So this Ping Tang is conjunct the south node at the time of those eclipses, which means releasing something. Something's dissolving. That's at the basis of what are we going to find out? What are we going to find out? What's crowning these two? Oh no, this wants to go to the heart of the matter. How do you relate to it? Does that go back to here? Ooh. King of Cups, reversed. You know who this dude is. It's either Putin turned over. He's been showing kind of reversed for me since our new moon because we're out of Afghanistan and he can't get his stuff. It could also be President Biden drawing the line and you're not getting my support anymore for whatever. This is the Emperor. Oh, here we go. The Empress. The Rusher. The Empress. I'm leaning more to this being Putin, Russia. So Ping Tang is closer to the north node at the new moon eclipse. Ping Tang. Oh, we have a Fool. Fool is always my card of someone who's got a sealed indictment. Maybe they wanted a huge new beginning, but this is not good. If we're talking about Ping Tang, There's a Fool there. That probably has charges on them already, covered by the King of Swords, covered in the law. Ooh, I wonder if those are like intercepts. Well, yeah, ping tang ping tong. Okay. I'm sorry, this. This is ping tong. Oh! So the Page of Pentacles, you know, those are like people that run around, and give the knights the data or the money. And usually these Page of Pentacles don't have very good encryption devices. I will tell you, our representatives like Moulton and Meyer and that Milan guy with all the money from Oklahoma that went to Afghanistan, they've been showing his pages over there in Afghanistan, is covered in the King of Wands, a leader of a nation. Oh, so I think we have someone in the U.S., because these are courts. It could be a FISA thing. This is related to courts and people in charge, military. And I think this is like a page from the King of Wands, which is like the angry Putin or like an MBS. A leader from, or even like a desert nation where it's hot. This ping tang, 8 of Pentacles or 10 of Pentacles. Ooh! Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles, you know, that's like the entire like Trump dynasty. The autocrat families who are in charge of stuff. So this is relating to this person here, probably from the Trumpies. 6 of Cups is my card for Kabul. Someone in Kabul, probably ping-tonged, got picked up, related to someone in the U.S. The heart of the matter are the defenses. The defenses they've agreed to put up, so people, well, they're kind of crappy because they're getting caught. The basis of this, ping-tang, ping-tong, what's to come? Ooh, so the... So the Ace of Swords is an app, but if you've got like an encrypted app that maybe the FBI developed, like ANOM or EncroChat, there's some bigger, better ones, and they're in your device embedded. They look like that. The Ace of Swords, which needs another card. The Page of Cups. Those are the people who help deliver the things that Putin really, really wants, like in helping to deliver the goods so that we could maybe eventually own Afghanistan. This is bad news because there's a page, I think, with an encrypted device. Let's get another cup because it's a page. They got caught. System proliferation of what they're doing. What's crowning all these guys? Oh boy. So the 2 of Pentacles, if you think of this as data, transferring data and information back and forth, reversed, usually they're trying to like disguise it. It's unbalanced, but it's unbalanced because they're encrypted. Ping tang, ping tong. Something is coming up. So I'm going to say it's from Kabul. Speaking of, you know what? Why? Let's do this because we need to know what's going on with this GOP. How are you guys doing? The runners. Rum runners, is that who you're talking about, Connie? Snowwolf. Most crypto experts are women, right? I mean, nobody can do, that is such a language dominant skill that you have to have, and who deals better in language and words and nuances of words and Scrabble and Boggle? I'm going to put my My mom. I'm gonna bet on the women. My mom killed me at that game all the time. Okay. You guys, what the heck is going on with GOP? Let's do this. So this is about the withdrawal of Afghanistan. This whole group of people is really upset because this is what they're losing. Who do we want to add to this? We've got the So this is the result. This is their problem. Why is this such a problem for people that were out of Afghanistan? They are completely nuts. I cannot believe how bad it is. Let's do those Moulton and Meyer and what's his name, Milan, whatever. This is a problem. Let's do. Okay, this is what I want to know. This is a big problem for people. I think Pootie's freaking out. So what's the problem with withdrawing from Afghanistan? What's the problem with withdrawing from Afghanistan? Because the GOP really seems kind of panicked. This is the problem for them. And it's going to cause this result. Moulton, Meyer, Millen, why are they so upset? Oh, man, do they feel upset. And this is what's going to happen. This is like Russia. What's the problem with the U.S. leaving? Putin. The result is going to be Xi. We pulled out. Yep. He's rolling his eyes, you guys. He's so mad we're out. And Pakistan Talibs. Why is it a problem that we pulled out? Oh my gosh. They are so mad. They have huge problems they weren't counting on. And they're just like, shut up. These guys. Okay, you got a challenge because the result is what? Result. I'm going to put over here, what do you need? This last one over here, this last column is going to be need. This is what I need. So what do you need, GOP? Oh, I need a different deck. Okay. I have twice saged my cards. Yes, please hit the thumbs up button whenever you can. I would so appreciate it. It really helps support the channel. Okay, so what do you need, GOP? You need, oh boy, they need a lot. And Lindsay was like, oh, I think we're going to go back to Afghanistan. No, we're not. Moulton, Meyer, Millen, what do you guys need? I need this. I need this. I need this. Russia needs just that. China needs, oh boy. Nope. And these guys need Okay. Look at that. My Six of Wands card. My card for the Six of Wands mob. Because this is a transnational rogue nation, in my eyes, involving all these guys ruling elections and destroying democracies everywhere. Things, the Four of Pentacles reversed. There's a lot of instability going on with us withdrawing from Afghanistan. The GOP, the problem is China. China. You guys, I did not realize how deeply involved China was with all this stuff. So their problem is China. How are they going to manufacture outrage over this? Because the result is the Five of Pentacles reversed. The Five of Pentacles, this is data transfer. This is like the Vatican who would take data. You know how they launder data and launder voter rolls, and there's always all these breaches of massive databases with companies. You know, I come to think, knock on wood, we haven't had a huge data breach recently. Have you guys? Is it just me? We used to have them all the time. So the result is they are kind of SOL trying to get someone to do the data rigging, collecting, and transferring it back to one another. And I'm getting private contracts because this has also been for like my agencies and contracts, U.S. government contracts with money to disperse, you know. And here, this is what do they need? Well, they got caught. They need to go undercover, the Knight of Wands. So what does the GOP need now? Oh my gosh. To subdue China. They also need to create an illusion of fear. We got to go back there, you guys. They need a way to have some discussions about how to do this and solve this problem. An easier way to discuss and transfer the data of the dark money. They need a tower moment as a distraction. Jerks. Moulton Meyer Millen. What's the problem with the U.S. pulling out of Afghanistan? The Six of Pentacles. This isn't exactly charity, more like laundering money. The problem is we can't launder money through probably agencies. The result is going to be a total nightmare. Totally anxious nightmare for them because their challenge, the Eight of Pentacles reverse. This is a well-oiled machine upright, Eight of Pentacles when it comes to the propaganda, when it comes to election rigging, propaganda influence campaigns, but it's reversed, so they're not going to have the best of the best in order to do this. They can't launder the money to the people who do these things. And what these three yahoos really need, Moulton. Moulton needs assurances that he's not indicted. He needs a fresh start, but not really. What do you need, Seth Moulton? That's a new opportunity. I think he just wants to flush all this down the toilet. Meyer, needs a way to get stuff done. That's that propaganda machine again, you know, when they go after Hunter Biden. And Millen, he has an investment, but he needs more money because his investment just fell out. He needs more sponsors and donors. Holy crap, you guys. The Russia, what's the problem with us leaving Afghanistan? The problem is they can't steal crap anymore. They can't get away with stuff. There's nothing to steal. So the result is going to be the King of Swords. Putin is pissed. These are also like hacking nation leaders. These are laws. He needs laws changed because his challenge is the star is the challenge. This before when things were really going really bad and the evacuation was looking terrible, these guys thought of Afghanistan as the star because they were going to have all her riches. But it looks like this is not going the way they thought, and Russia needs death to kill what? What do you need death for? I'm seeing this death card all over the place too. What are you trying to kill? Russia. This has to do with stealing, but forfeiting. They want to kill off maybe what sanctions or whatever's coming that's going to cause them to forfeit even more. They need the Empress reversed. This is the country of Afghanistan who is having all of her minerals and resources stolen. So they need to end how they're going to have to forfeit this big goal of acquiring Afghanistan and her riches. China's problem, the Four of Swords. We have to still be dormant. We can't just go out and steal stuff. Hacking. There are so many hackers in Pakistan, Iran. This is what they were paying off there. Think about all the hackers. Iran, Pakistan. I don't know if Iraq is in there. This is where all of our U.S. aid money was going, like Tajikistan and Kazakhstan. Oh my gosh. So the result for China, the devil, is reversed. They are going to have to release the result. They are going to have to is this opium and poppies in Afghanistan? A drug addiction. The opium and poppy fields in Afghanistan were very successful. The result is they might lose that. The justice card reversed. So justice is Putin waving his sword at people and things to cut up your justice and turn the scales in his favor. First, that's not happening. So that's the result. China needs China needs some mercenaries. They need some donors. They need some money because they cannot feed the Five of Cups Russia-China machine. The Five of Cups for me are those transactions that seem to start in one area with Russia. They run through different countries, businesses, people, and then the end result is that it goes to a different country. So usually you have Russia, China as the in and the out, but it could be any one of these countries. So they need some mercenaries and money because the Five of Cups caboose train is failing. Too bad, so sad. Wah, wah. So these guys are so pissed. They're just blah, 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 yelling and screaming and angry. They're all talking. Because there's no money. There's nothing there. Now they have to do this job they're not prepared for. Because I don't know if you heard about this, but Google shut down all the government accounts. There were official government accounts in Afghanistan through Gmail. And Google shut that stuff down related to the foreign ministry, mining, and finance. The problem is the government is in ruins. They can't run their government because the United States left. It's too chaotic. Oh, good Lord. Because they're challenged by their own laws as a nation. The queens are nations, swords are laws. They're challenged by their own laws and probably the laws of the United States, which is the result is going to be the Ten of Swords. That they're getting kicked pretty hard. They're really hanging in there. They're trying not to hit rock bottom, but their challenge is that they have no defenses. They can't get a semblance on what they're to defend, to protect. Oh, God. And what do they need? Oh. Well, the Seven of Wands is being able to fight back. They're exhausted. Yes, they're very tired. And yes, they need something. What do you need? They're indecisive. Yes, they need... Yes, they need a government. They need some help. They would like the United States to come back. Don't leave. Jack, come back. You know, from Titanic. Rose is balancing on the piano. These guys are so screwed. They're so screwed, and they've got pissed off women. Oh, just wait. Oh, this Mars is going to get very interesting. Okay, how you guys doing? Yeah, there are charter planes. I couldn't believe this. There are charter planes that have been stuck on the tarmac in Kabul for like hours. And the Taliban won't release these charter planes to leave. And there's the guy who's in charge of them is like an ex-Marine. Like, I don't know if he's a general, but of course he's working for a contractor, a private company. Eric Prince is running into huge problems with contractor flights trying to get out. Because this guy who is like a former general something working in the government said the State Department needs to communicate with the Taliban because we have planes that can't get off the ground. And the State Department said, we have no personnel there. We're out of there. These guys are screwed. They are so screwed. So, but I do feel like something is still in the works, trying to recover people who are still who want to get out and leave. I don't know what it is because I'm blocked from seeing that too. How are you guys doing? There's another problem that's coming up. I was very upset to hear that the Panjshir Valley, the Taliban said that they took control of it. You know, that's where President Saleh, S-A-L-E-H, has been with his resistance. He fled to Tajikistan. A lot of the Afghanistan pilots took the planes, and they might be in Tajikistan. It's in one of the countries over there. Supposedly there was firing. Now I heard that there were drone attacks by the Pakis against the resistance in the Panjshir Valley. They came from Pakistan. But then I also heard that Afghanis pilots came and fired upon the Talibs in the valley from the air. And yeah, and the Talibs are so upset that we disabled all of our equipment so they can't use it. And they thought they should be entitled to that because it is state property somehow. Just wait until they see all the stuff that got booby-trapped. This is a horrible, horrible mission for this. So anyway, that's not going to work out very well. Let me just check really quick. Where is this moon? The moon right now has to be, it's in Libra. Who's ready to do some homework? We have some new moon wishing and contracts we need to do. There's a lot of things that have happened that we would like to get sorted out and organized. If you're new to my channel, Please just trust me, get paper and pencil, something to write with. I prefer not on the device, but if you must, that's okay. At the new moon is the time. If you want to create something, you do it at the new moon. That is when the farmers in the Farmer's Almanac plant their seeds, because they know they will get the biggest bumper crops, the healthiest plants, when they plant their seeds at the new moon. So likewise, if you want to be creating something, we're going to get our storybook fairy tale moon here in a day or two. We'll be able to see right after sunset, holding our wishes. We do these wishes together, collectively, because that provides even more power to our creative vortex. And we, all being citizens of the United States of America, there are things that we would like to have happen. I laid low the last couple months because I knew there was going to be so much upheaval that I knew it was going to be hard on the system, and we kind of needed to pause. Now we've got to get back to some details. Virgo is the sign of public servants. It is truly the sign of the person who feeds the hungry and helps those who are in need. It is the sign of our military that is in service for the greater good. It's not about ego and becoming the biggest, baddest army. It's about truly defending one's homeland and trying to make things right. It has to do with our day-to-day activities. It has to do with our health professionals. Professionals we consult. It has to do with our health. It has to do with our diet, routine, exercise. In fact, I'm going to just give you a quick list for each sign of what to focus on. So if you want to be writing stuff on your own, you will have an idea of what to do. This is another thing I wrote while I was riding along in the car. So, and the reason why we do paper and pencil is because it's your most powerful point of focus. You're literally taking your ideas, the heavens above, activating the idea in your nervous system and putting it to paper. And that act of writing, and it kind of slows down time, which helps expand that energy field. Okay? So, Aries, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Okay. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Here are your keywords for you this month. I'm going to start here with Virgo because this new moon is in Virgo. This is your reboot. Turn the page. New chapter. You have support everywhere. You might have a relationship up for review, but Pluto is in a really nice angle to help with change. Relationship. Libra. There is this thing that is limiting you. It's in that secret place, the 12th house of secrets, maybe the subconscious that you don't always see, but it is there is something affecting your wellness and your health care. Take a look at that. There might also be secrets related to your partner. I don't know what that is. And Mars right now is really pushing you with your networks and your friends. I don't like this. So you're going to be pushed looking at your networks and friends. There's some things you need to reflect upon. Scorpio. Yay, social networks. Time to expand those. Social network. And this is real. This is not platforms. This is real life. So you want to expanding this is really, you have so much help here. You have opportunities with your coworkers. So go out to lunch with them. Do something fun with them. Your coworkers are going to be really important. And Mars and Venus and Pluto, they're in Libra right now. Pluto is in Capricorn, but they're really working areas for you to just kind of level up. You can level up now. You don't have to hide from all these crazy winds, crazy cosmic winds. Now, Sag, career. New opportunity? Keep in mind, all of these things have a surprise worked in there. So when I'm talking about career, new opportunity, you might have a job, but suddenly something might change where you are at your place of work that puts you on track for a different goal or a similar goal. But that's the kind of change up I'm talking about. You're dealing with these things, so you cannot be rigid. We have to adapt to change, okay? You might have a raise. This is a great time for a business plan with a new product or an idea or a relationship from the past, a blast from the past. Capricorn. Back to school, licensing. Is there something else you need? Okay, I can't spell. Continuing ed. Legal matters. Stuff might have been going on last May that's ready to pick up from where it left off. From May 2021. Pick up from here again. I was just supposed to write keywords. Aquarius. This is in your 8th house of loans. Employment benefits, perhaps. Financial advisors. Joint finances. It could have to do with your family and inheritances or family money. Pisces. This is affecting either your relationships either with business or a partnership. That is definitely being highlighted for you. Mars has been really pushy and pushing you. So you might be looking at a new business venture. You might need some new professionals to hire, or an agent, or an attorney. Aries. This is so amazing. I love this for Aries. So much support for a work-related goal. So much support, so much help. There is so much energy in your work sector. You're going to want to work it, and you can really stand out and shine. Also, this has to do with your healthcare sector as well. So we've got work and we've got healthcare. Taurus. Your love life gets a reboot. Your creative projects. who was it when we were talking about creativity and someone, was it Donna Lynn, like couldn't stop crafting? It's kind of like that. It's like you just can't stop. This has to do also with children. All this has your focus, including romance. That's the fun one. This is like where you like to play and enjoy yourself. Gemini, this is your 4th house of home. Your domestic stuff that you're still trying to work out, maybe with your siblings. You might be thinking of relocating. There might be news about a relative. You're thinking about your home and your parents. Something needs a reboot here. Cancer, writing projects. Your writing, your communications can really shine here. You might have some opportunities for some short trips. You have ideas that are buzzing. You probably need a journal close at hand, but mind your words because Mars will make you seem a bit aggressive. Okay? Mercury retrogrades at the end of the month, you guys. So the stuff that I'm talking about, jump on it. We want to get stuff done. And then Leo, yay, financial opportunities, income and cash sector, new revenue streams, unexpected detour to empower your career. Mars is energizing your money and security. Okay? I know my writing's kind of sloppy. But the thing is, you guys have to remember, we still have big planets and heavy hitters. The last full moon was crazy because we had the sun and we had the sun and we had Uranus and Saturn standing off with one another. It was so difficult to endure. But now the sun is not, going head to head with these things. The sun is in a really nice trine because where's the sun? This is in DC. I mean, look at over here. Here's the sun. Look at these nice blue lines to Pluto. A nice supportive line over here to Uranus. That's unexpected changes. Pluto is things that are transforming. You guys, things are transforming. You cannot run away from change. And you want to get your stuff in order before these eclipses kick our butt come November. But look at this. We have the sun, moon, and Mars all in Virgo. I love Mars in Virgo because you get energized from putting the ego down, because Mars is the ego, but the ego in Virgo is the servant. So it's like having all those rewards and being of service to one. It's really nice for Virgo. And then we have Mercury and Venus here in Libra, and the moon right now is in Libra. So we're going to write our new moon contracts with this moon in Libra because that's a little more comfortable. And Libra's been kind of getting smacked around too. Okay, so what we're going to do, I have a list of things. I kept a list of things that were coming up in our community and in the news that I was like, oh, we bought it. We're going to write that one down. When I write new moon wishes and contracts, for simplicity's sake, I use the words I want. It works really well for Scorpio energy. Taurus does very well with I have. Okay? Please use the words that work for you. It does not have to be verbatim. I might say something that triggers another idea from you. I would love to hear your ideas here in the live chat. Sometimes we pick those out and we can write them together. But even if you're listening to this later on, you get the benefit of picking up from all of our energy here right now and picking it up and running with it. So it doesn't matter if you're able to do this right in this hot moment, but the moon in Libra is going to be very helpful the next couple days, okay? Okay, so let me just get these done here. What do I want? So, here we go. Can we see this? Hi, Deseret. Todd Douglas, yes, write this. That's what you're doing. Okay, write this. Summon our Merc. You guys have already been working them. I've been seeing them work. So, I want USA military and Congress in order regarding the chain of command. I want all legislators. Can you tell what pissed me off? All legislators to respect the POTUS and Department of Defense and chain of command, stay in their lane, and for lawmakers to butt out of department business, i.e. the State Department. I want the GOP to fall in line. Okay. So, I want the USA military and Congress to get themselves in order regarding the chain of command. I want all legislators to respect the POTUS, the Department of Defense, and the chain of command, to stay in their lane, and for lawmakers to butt out of our departments, their businesses, i.e. the State Department. I want the GOP to fall in line. So annoying. Let's see. Yeah. You guys, what do we need to write about Abbott? Because, Heritage Action, he's being guided from Heritage, which is basically being guided from Russia, because Heritage is the go-between. I would like to hear your ideas. Snowwolf. Oh, wait. I don't totally understand that, but I love it anyway. Okay. I want all investigations protected and all DT loyalists to stop interfering and to face harsh consequences as such. I want my mail on time and my packages within 3 days. I want to see the USPS Board of Governors to fire DeJoy and remove, I don't know who that Trump appointment is, that's that Democrat, and remove DT loyalists, and I want the USPS corruption totally revealed and consequences, jail, ASAP. So I want all investigations to be protected and all DT loyalists to stop interfering with them and to face harsh consequences otherwise. I want my mail on time and my packages within 3 days. I want to see the USPS Board of Governors to fire, eliminate, reject, get rid of DeJoy, and remove the DT loyalists on that board. I want all that corruption totally revealed for consequences and for them to forfeit all their monies. Everything. Go to jail. ASAP. Oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Yes, totally. That was you. You couldn't stop crafting. Yeah, well, that's what we talk when we talk about Leo. That's very creative. That's definitely crafting. I know, we want our mail. Oh, Rita Conley. I want the union leaders of USPS investigated. Why is that? What's going on with the union leaders? What's going on with the union leaders that needs to be investigated? We've got news coming abroad to be dormant. What are they being quiet about? Oh, something about data, money news, decisions they made. What's crowning these union leaders? There you go, the Five of Cups, the Russia-China. There's something going on with them with the Russia-China. King of Swords. I don't know if this is hack. I do not like all the data that the U.S. Postal Service has that probably goes to XPO Logistics, that goes overseas, which is leading to Ton of Cups. What did they get caught with? I feel like I need my hacker deck. What did these union leaders do? Let me see the union leaders. The Seven of Cups. The union leaders, their role is to disguise probably some sort of payment. They're the fool. Indicted. Because of the Five of Cups. What the heck are they sending back and forth to China? What is this Five of Cups reverse? What are these union leaders doing regarding the Russia-China? China, yeah. Oh, something in the past. They did a betrayal against the nation because they're the point person that they're trying to hide that they're the point person for what? There you go. That's 7 of Cups again. This is like hiding ways, or the 8 of Cups, setting something up. I don't know if this is this way or this way. They're the point person for setting something up because someone else can't. This is like data looping. They were given an offer. They were given an offer for the Russia-China, yes, that they can't break. Oh, man, that was a loaded... Okay, we want that too. We want the union leaders of the USPS investigated for criminal activities such as money, data laundering, and involvement with exporting data to other countries, namely Russia, China. I mean, that makes so much sense. I mean, how many weirdo texts do you get saying, oh, we got your package, click on this. It's like, I ordered nothing. Last week, when all that crazy stuff was going on with the evacuation, it was like I was getting all these texts again about get this, get that, or I have a package. It was all happening again. I would have never picked up on that. Ooh. Bev Sputler, 9/6/20, decide not to be a victim anymore. What a release. There you go. We want that. I want to release any notion of being a victim of circumstance, the former guy, politics, daily news, divisions in community, family. I am so done dealing with this BS. I want to comfortably recalibrate my field, my energy field, to be filled up with courage, bravery, impervious to manipulative energetic hooks or energies, yuck, slithering into my experience. I want to easily walk away and reject that. So, I want to release any notion of being a victim of circumstance, to the former guy, to politics, daily news, divisions in the community, family. I am so done dealing with this BS. I want to comfortably recalibrate my energy field to be filled up with courage, bravery, and totally impervious to manipulative energetic hooks or yuck energies that slither into any experience. I want to easily walk away and repel that and and I want to purge all of the crap in my home, files, storage that doesn't make me feel magnificent. I want to come into all of me. I want a better relationship with my Jupiter, me expanded, and less of my Saturn, which cuts me off. I want more fulfilled me with ease. You guys, that's it. And I want to purge all of the crap in my home, in my files, in my storage, no matter where it is. If it's growing in my yard, done. If it doesn't make me feel magnificent, I want it gone with ease, and I want to come into all of me. I want a better relationship with my Jupiter, which is me expanded awesomeness, and less of my Saturn, which cuts me off and separates me from things. That's the thing that I can't give up is Saturn out of balance. Oh, this is so good. I want more fulfilled me with ease. We got to talk about that Saturn Jupiter. I want to release the things I know I have to let go because it's just not good for me. I want to release the angst around letting go of the past. I want to move towards a me that's at one with all of me and my life experiences. I want to be filled up in gratitude and dance with the universe in joy as I let it all be. That was good, you guys. I want to release the things I know I have to let go because it's just not good for me. I want to release the, what does it say? The angst around letting go of the past. I want to move towards a me that's at one with all of me and my life experiences. I want to be filled up in gratitude and dance with the universe in joy as I let it all be. This is so important because this new moon is tied to Pluto. You can't outrun and hide Pluto. We got, oh, Mars Pluto is in a trine here. Pluto is that planet of transformation. There's no way to avoid it's something's going to change. Nothing can continue with the status quo. With the way things are shaking up ahead of this Pluto return, we have to make changes and we have to let go of things. And things are going to, and thank goodness Uranus is here in a supportive place as well, because it gives a healing. This is like service unto yourself. Think of a Virgo as the compassionate servant. The you who is so compassionate to you is giving you so much help and support to make the changes that you need to make change, and the inevitable changes that are coming, because this is totally out of your control. It's time to rethink about how we have our controlling natures. Okay? Okay. Oh. Yes, I want Newsom to win. I still didn't get my list. Okay. I want Governor Newsom to win. And win again in 2022. That's it. I want to see Afghans be totally successful in fighting for their rights, and to see the collapse of entities thwarting them. We want success for them, and anyone standing in their way is going to get out of the way and to completely collapse and fold and let them be. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, I don't know who wrote this. This was in the comments. But I want to live to a ripe old age. Ripe old age with vibrant health and money, to see justice for all things related to the former guy here and around the world. Who wrote that? Somebody wrote that. I want to live to a ripe old age that is vibrant in vibrant health and plenty of money, to see justice for all things related to the former guy here and around the world. Okay, what else do I have here? Okay, I need to talk about Roe. Roe's horoscope sucks, you guys. It is so awful. I just want to let that thing go because it was never ours to begin with. I am going to do, I will do a live on Roe itself and this, how horrible that horoscope. I took a look at that thing. I said, I don't want it anymore. I want a new and improved horoscope for Roe / I don't even know what to call this, women's constitutional rights. As if we keep Roe like it is in this horoscope, they will always have their grubby fingers. They believe they possess it and it is theirs because a Republican SCOTUS was the one who was responsible for the decision, the men. But this is literally what they live for. And I think the reason why they let happen what happened with Roe is it's kind of like, well, I'm going to take my ball and go home. But it's more like my party is imploding and I'm going to hurt you and take this all down with me. It is such an ugly chart. So I want a new improved horoscope for the Roe women's constitutional right. I want Roe codified and passed in the Senate. I want Democrats in the Senate to vote like Democrats. I want the infrastructure bill passed. Structure bill passed. Filibuster busted. Roe codified. I want to see in bright, clear lights what the heck Senator Manchin Cinema did to cause so many problems for USA majority. Those mofos. Sick of them. I want to see in bright clear lights, wording, the skies for everyone to see what the heck these two yahoos did to continue to cause so many problems. Ruthie G, yes. She knows. I'm getting a big nod from her. Yep, it's coming. Okay. Our friend, Harold. I want to see our friend, Harold, get a great job and to have the perfect forever home that is safe. I want him to have a home. I want to see our friend Harold get a great job and to have the perfect forever home that is safe and nurturing and has a great community. Yes. Okay. That was my to-do list. Oh, I think all of them. I think they're all caught up. I think they're all. I'm buffering. Oh, I'm good now. Yeah, she's not a Democrat. She is just so gross. What do you guys have? Codified. Yes. You guys. Okay. Right. What do we need to do? What do you want? I'm looking at your comments. What? I want all state, local leaders to totally protect their communities, spread of COVID with doing things that work, like masks in school, indoors, and to be very vocally supportive of these interventions. I want all state, local leadership to totally protect their communities from the spread of COVID, doing things that work. We know that work, like masks in school, indoors, and to be very vocally supportive of these interventions. I want local school boards, election boards, and officials to be immune from crazy intimidation and takeover a la Bannon, Flynn, et al. You know, they're trying to do that. I checked my local school board, and thankfully they're all on through, I think 2023 is the first election they can have. So we're kind of good here. But man, got to protect all that stuff. Okay, what else you guys want? I want vaccines available for every country. I want to totally live in a world free of COVID. I want proof of COVID's origins. I want natural. Oh, the natural disasters I don't think can halt because they are totally cosmically, astrologically. I mean, think about how bad the past couple months have been with the double full moon. Remember, full moons pull on fluids. There's absolutely an astrometeorological relationship to the natural disasters. So I want the best preparedness for natural disasters. I want the best infrastructure. That was kind of cool. It was really nice to see, even though New Orleans got hit, that those barriers that the Army Corps of Engineers built back in 05-06 withstood the pressure. That was good news. Okay. Good night, Donna. Thank you. So I want the far right to wake up. That is a leap. So how can we term this? I want to see the harshness and brutality of far right to soften. I want there to be avenues. Now, I'm not talking about like the P-boys. I'm just talking about the QAnon people. Want to be avenues in which radicalized GOP can feel safe and open to what's beyond their reality, because that reality is hurting them. I want to see more and more reject the hoax, big lie, because it's run its course. I want domestic terrorists to be disempowered and financially broken. Okay, I want to see the harshness and brutality of the far right to soften. I want there to be avenues in which radicalized GOP can feel safe enough to open to what's beyond their reality, because that reality is hurting them and they're realizing that. I want to see more and more people reject the hoax, the big lie, because it has completely run its course. There's no more. I want domestic terrorists to be disempowered and financially broken. Transform to a productive part of society. Absolutely. Yeah, Bonnie, we can't watch it because their brains have been altered. The brain centers, the hyper, the adrenaline, it's just a totally different way that their brains have been hardwired into something different. Snow Wolf is that. Oh my gosh, you know what? I want to see, what is it? The false news outlets removed from programming, as they are a threat to national security. This include but not limited to Fox, OANN. There's like so many of these networks that are coming out. It's so annoying, and I want to get RT and all that crap off of our American TVs. I want to see my community embrace climate change. But if they don't, but if not, to embrace new infrastructure, with ease. You guys, there is something going on with SCOTUS. I was very surprised to see how much, I've never seen SCOTUS touched by so many points of the DNI, the NSA, even General Milley and the Joint Chiefs. There are some serious questions going on with the stunt that they pulled, that it grabbed everyone's attention, and they're in trouble. They are really, really in trouble. Oh, yes, Marie Sutton. Yes. I want this global fascist movement and nationalism to end ASAP, and to end it for good. Yeah, I do too. Russia has, in their chart, they have the planet Uranus going over the top of their chart, and it's been moving back and forth. That is permanent change. I want to see an end to Putin G influence on businesses and sovereign nations. I want the hacking to stop. I want to overturn Citizens United. Yeah, you guys use the wording that works for you. Shivani says, I personally don't use the wants because I keep saying I want. I do it for simplicity's sake. But as a Scorpio, we're all about desire, creating desire. The words I want for a Scorpio really gets those creative juices going. For another sign, not so much. So again, please just use the words that work for you. Oh, amen, Joan. Why do these big old bosses, Simeon, it's like, why can't natural causes affect these bloated old men with these awful diets? You know, I totally agree. Okay, we'll do a couple more. I'm thinking about our nation. I want our nation to come to the space of a collective healing. I want our nation to experience this 20th anniversary of 9/11 in the best, most productive way. Yes, bloated old man. That's the only way I could say that. Okay. I want to feel joy and pride. Joy and pride and camaraderie about my country, USA. That even though it's been so ugly for the world to see, I want to move on better than ever. Democracy saved. That's where we're going to end up. I want to feel that joy and pride and camaraderie about our nation, the USA, and with our allies. That even though it's been so rough for the world to see us, it's been so ugly for so long, I just want to move on. Let's just move on. And move on better than ever. We deserve that. We've got to adjust to these changes. And that democracy was saved and that it was worth it. All of us on the same page, okay? So that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for coming by. That was very productive. Thank you for your patience with me returning to the YouTube world. It's been kind of a weird couple weeks. And we'll catch up soon because I do want to do the row thing. There's so much good. This is such a lovely, lovely new moon in Virgo. Okay? So have a good evening. Thank you for coming. Thank you, moderators, always. Thank you, Bonnie Douglas. Thank you. Yes, Joan, we just need to heal and move on. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Teresa. Thanks, everyone. Blessings to all. We'll see you soon. Bye, Electra. Okay, good night.